I start today's video, I want to show you guys Peyton Mankins, a quarterback who I really like, projected to go in the second round. He broke his leg and he just disappeared. Now on my draft board, he goes at number 4, and there's no number 4. It goes from 3 to 5. Very strange, but let's get on with the game. The 1-4 Chargers coming off their first win as the Los Angeles Chargers since how long? Like 1960 or whatever. Will go to Oakland to face on the opposite 4-1 Raiders. Now the Chargers, their defense was on display. 5 takeaways, 3 picks, forced 3 fumbles, which the Giants lost 2 of them, and only allowed 21 points. Well, at least the pass defense was really good. As Eli Manning, 8 for 18, under 100 yards, 0 touchdowns and 3 picks. Paul Perkins did dominate, almost 200 yards, and he didn't even start. But the pass defense was really good, and their offense. Melvin Gordon was inconsistent, but still solid. He's had a very good season. Phillip Rivers was good, and definitely our best game of the season, which we deserve to win. So now we are on the road for the first time since week 1, taking on a very tough Oakland Raiders team. If the Chargers went out with a win, I'd be a little surprised. But who knows? Anything's possible. Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, and co. for the Raiders, hoping to go to 5-1. As they're not even leading the division, but Broncos are 4-0, currently leading the AFC West. Some good news for the Chargers defensively is the veteran defensive tackle Brandon Mebane is back. He got injured week 1 and has not played since. Also starting center Matt Slauson, who's not played a single regular season game, will also be back today for the Chargers as Marshawn Lynch will gain 3, making it 3rd and 7. Our starting free safety, Trey Boston, is living the life. He just won AFC Defensive Player of the Week. He had half a sack, a fumble force, and a pick 6, and he just got re-signed too on a 3-year extension by the Chargers. It's going to be Keenan Allen on second down with a nice grab, gaining 22 and a first down. And now the Chargers are in the red zone. Josh Lambo missed 3 field goals last week, so we have the right to be concerned about field goal kicking. As on first down, Rivers looking for Keenan Allen in the end zone, but he's intercepted by Sean Smith. And Sean Smith is going to take it the distance. I don't think Melvin Gordon's going to catch him, and he's not. As Sean Smith over 100 yards with the pick 6, and the Raiders will take the lead. The Chargers now have a ball on the 45 after a nice pass play from Rivers to Melvin Gordon, which I did not show because I didn't want this video to be too long. As Tyrell Williams, who has been dreadful this season, with the first down, gaining 11. And there is an injured Charger. It's the tight end Antonio Gates, who hurt his hand. So that's not great news for the Chargers, one of their better players. It is 3rd and 14 on the 48 for the Chargers. Rivers, fake handoff to Gordon. He's scrambling. He's going to look down the field for Derek Watt, the fullback. And Derek Watt has the catch, and he's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Chargers. He had a touchdown last week, too. There is an injury. It's not Phillip Rivers. I don't know who it is. But a nice play from Derek Watt, who had a touchdown, as I said, last week. Obviously not from 48 yards. From like 5 yards, but still. Is it 21 on the Raiders? Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Let's see. And the injured player. Okay, Antonio Gates, fine. It is Mario Edwards, who is completely fine. And Antonio Gates will be back right now. It is 2nd and 6 on the 29 for the Raiders, whose offense has barely been out on the field today. That's a touchdown, obviously, with the pick 6. As Marshawn Lynch trucks Adaye, who's been really good this year. And Marshawn Lynch is going to take it the distance, showing off his beast mode. And he's going to give the Raiders the lead. After an excellent kick return by the kick returner, rookie Rodney Adams from South Florida, the ball's going to be on the 42 for the Chargers. As Rivers on first down. Looking for Tyrell Williams again, and Williams with a first down to the 36. Second quarter underway, your score, Raiders 14, Chargers 7. As the first play of the quarter, Rivers, he's going to lob it deep for Keenan Allen. One-on-one coverage, caught by Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers, and this game is tied up. Keenan Allen continuing his very, very solid season. It is 3rd and 8 on the 33 for the Raiders. As Carr will look to pass it, surprise, surprise, under pressure, and he'll be sacked by Joey Bosa. who I believe has 7 or 8 sacks on the season. He's gotten a sack every game so far. He has been insanely good. It is 3rd and 8 on the 41 for the Chargers. As Rivers, fake handoff to Melvin Gordon. He's going to be sacked by who else but Khalil Mack with the sack from the silver and black. And it's 4th and long. The Raiders have passed it once. Derek Carr has 0 yards, and Phillip Rivers has almost like 200, which is crazy. They've ran it 9 times with Lynch, and they've barely passed it. There's run number 10 with Marshawn, starting to get predictable, and looks like the Raiders are probably going to have to pass it here on 3rd and 10. It is 1st and 10 on the Raiders' 40, about 3 minutes left in the first half, and this game is all tied at 14, as Rivers landed off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon will fumble the football, and it'll be recovered by the Raiders. And another takeaway, or giveaway, I should say, for the Chargers. They've not gotten a lot of turnovers offensively this season, so a bit of a surprise here. Melvin Gordon has done a good job of holding on to the football. It is 1st and 10 on the 33 for the Raiders, about 3 minutes left in this first half. As Derek Carr will hand it off again to Lynch. And Lynch with another first down will be trucked by Trey Boston, and he's hurt. Trey Boston, who's had an excellent season, is now going to injure Marshawn Lynch. Not intentionally, but Marshawn Lynch does not look good. And the Raiders' running back depth is not good either. The running back in the game will be Jalen Richard, who's in his 2nd year, I want to say. Don't quote me, but something like that. Hand off to Richard, and he's going to be trucked as well, this time by the other safety, Adai. Just before we hit the 2-minute warning, Derek Carr completed his first pass of the game. Bit crazy. I don't know if that's a compliment to the Chargers defense or bad play calling. As on 2nd and 10, Carr's going to pass it again. He's under pressure and he'll be sacked by Melvin Ingram, and it's 3rd and long. It is 3rd and 16 on the 47 for the Raiders. The Chargers defense, or pass rush, I should say. Defense, really, it's defense. So the Chargers pass rush has been very good today, as it's going to be to Cordell Patterson. No clue what the Chargers were thinking. That should have been a gain of about 5, but instead, it's going to be a gain of about 47. Touchdown, Oakland. The Raiders will quickly get the ball back on the 18-yard line as the Chargers offense was unable to do anything. As Carr, will the Raiders try to chew the clock or go down the field? It looks like they're going to go with number 2. They're going to find Crabapple. First down, Crabapple. There goes Crabapple, and it'll get down at about the 37. And there's an injured player, and I think it's Crabtree, or Crabapple. And it is. It is 1st and 10 on the 37 for the Raiders, 42 seconds left. They had to use their first timeout due to the Crabtree injury, as Carr is going to find an open Jared Cook, who's going to get to about the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8 with 35 seconds left for the Raiders, as Derek Carr under pressure, and it'll be Joey Bosa once again. It is 3rd and goal on the 12. If the Chargers can get a sack, the Raiders don't have any more timeouts, so they'd be kind of screwed. As Carr, on 3rd down, not under much pressure, will find Jared Cook, who does not get in the end zone. 3, 2, 1, and the Raiders will not get any points. What a way to end the first half. Your score, Chargers 14, Raiders 21. Some good news for the Oakland Raiders is Marshawn Lynch is now back in the game to start the second half. It's going to be a handoff to Lynch. He's going to break by a defender, get by another one, and there goes Lynch. Casey Hayward, just, I don't know what. And Lynch is going to take it the distance again. So Spencer Ware, LeGarrette Blount, Paul Perkins, and Marshawn Lynch have destroyed this defense for 4 consecutive weeks. So the Chargers are going to start their next drive on the 38. They need to get some points quickly, or else the Raiders could take this game out of hand. As it can be handed off to Gordon on 1st down. Gordon has a hole. No one is near him. And he's going to get to about the 24-yard line. Nice run from Melvin. Apparently, one of our backup linebackers, Kyle Emanuel, who's pretty good, apparently broke his thumb or something, which I didn't even know about until just now. And he's not going to return to today's game, as Rivers is going to look for Tyrell Williams, who will get the score. That is Phillip Rivers' 325th career passing touchdown. The Raiders' offense is back here as Lynch with another long touchdown last drive, which gave the Raiders a 2-possession lead. Now back to 1 possession as Lynch has more blocks, and he's going to break more tackles and gain 21. 200 yards already for Lynch, and we just started the second half. I'm just hoping Lynch does not break Adrian Peterson's rushing record for one game. As it's going to be handoff to Lynch. And he's going to find more room. There goes Lynch. And once again, yeah, he might break AP's record. Josh Lambo missed a bunch of field goals last week, but the wind is in his favor right now. Maybe he can make this one from 57 yards. Not looking good. And he made it. Okay, interesting. The Raiders offense is back on the field, 1st and 10 on the 25. Hand off to Lynch. Lynch with a first down and more. And now he has 275 yards. Very close to that record. The Raiders are just going to keep running the ball, which is what they should do. As it's going to be surprised. No, it's a pass. And it's going to be a fumble. And it's going to be picked up by the Chargers. I believe that's Melvin Ingram with the recovery, and it was. I believe that was Denzel Perryman with the fumble for us. The Chargers offense did absolutely nothing, but we're still able to get a field goal, so it's an 8-point game. As Carr under pressure, it's a screen play to Lynch. And Lynch is a first down, and he's going to be hit hard by Jason Verrett. Marshawn Lynch is at 290 yards, and this is the first play of the fourth quarter. He's gotten almost 100 yards a quarter, which is absolutely ridiculous. This is going to be a pass. Carr under pressure. And Joey Bosa again with the sack. He now has 3.5. And he is like 12 this season, which is ridiculous. I would not be surprised if Joey Bosa broke the sack record. He is more than he did last year. And this is the 6th game of the year. Handoff to Lynch. Lynch is going to break tackles, and he's going to gain 11. And he now has 300 rushing yards. Wow. Marshawn Lynch, the first player in NFL history to rush for 300 yards in a game. This Chargers defense should be humiliated. As Carr on 3rd down. He's going to scramble. He's going to run with it. I don't know how the Chargers didn't get him there. And Carr's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Oakland. The Chargers defense, despite 7 sacks today, has been humiliated by Marshawn Lynch. As Phillip Rivers is going to scramble with it. He's going to look for an open Keenan Allen. And Allen with a spin move, he's going to get the first down. It is 4th and 10. Kaiser the Laser on to punt it for Los Angeles. And it's going to be a fake. And there's a wide open man for the Chargers. And it's going to be a first down. That's either Marcus Williams or Trevor Williams. Because we have 2 Williams. Oh, actually we have 4. Mike and Tyrell Williams. So we have 4 Williams on our team. No clue which one it is. And just like that, the Chargers are still in this football game. As Rivers is going to pass it. He's going to look for a wide open Melvin Gordon. And Gordon spin move, touchdown, LA Chargers. And the Chargers are going to go for 2 as well, hoping to make it a 7-point game. As Rivers looking for Gage, who does not get it. Hard hit by the Raiders. And it's a 9-point game. It is 2nd and 10 on the 45. The Raiders are just going to continue to run it probably. As Lynch hurdles the defender and is going to get a first down. And there goes Lynch. He is about 370 yards. So he is the record by about 80 yards and 4 touchdowns. Greatest performance in NFL history. And the Raiders are going to try to go for 2. As Carr is the only one in the backfield now. He's under a lot of pressure and is sacked. It is 1st and 10 on the 41 as Phillip Rivers is going to scramble. He's under a lot of pressure. He's going to look deep, and it's intercepted by Gareon Conley, I believe. And Conley's going to get by a bunch of defenders, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. The Chargers know they're done. Their offense was pretty good. But at this point, I would not be surprised if they just tried to take their time. Just no one get hurt. All that good stuff. Is Melvin Gordon with the first down. And he fumbles it. And it is picked up by the Raiders. There's an injured Raider. And it's Marshawn Lynch for the 2nd time today. So he's gotten injured twice. And remember, he still has the record by about 80 yards. As it can be to Jalen Richard, who's going to be stopped short. Or actually, he's going to gain 1. To end the game, Lambeau's going to go for a 58-yard field goal with the wind against him. I'd be surprised if it goes through. And it doesn't. And that's how this dreadful defensive game ends. As Marshawn Lynch, 370-ish yards and 4 touchdowns. Definitely one of the greatest single-game performances in NFL history.